The first rays of dawn pierce through the dense canopy of the forest, painting the sky with hues of orange and gold. A gentle mist hangs low, clinging to the emerald meadows and winding streams, as if nature itself is taking a long, deep breath after a night of slumber. Dewdrops sparkle on blades of grass, reflecting the growing light like 1,000 tiny diamonds scattered across the earth. The air is crisp and clean, alive with the sound of birdsong and the rustling of leaves in the gentle morning breeze. A sense of anticipation hangs in the air, a primal energy that signals the start of a new day. This is a wild place, untouched by the hand of man, where life and death dance in a delicate balance. The forest floor is a tapestry of fallen leaves, dappled sunlight, and the tracks of creatures that have passed through during the night. A lone deer grazes silently at the edge of the clearing, its ears twitching at the slightest sound. The tranquility is suddenly broken by a sound that echoes through the trees, a long, mournful howl that seems to rise from the very heart of the forest. It is a sound that speaks of both power and vulnerability, a call to the wild that resonates through generations. This is the voice of the wolfpack, a family bound by blood and instinct, announcing their presence to the world. Hidden amongst the tangled roots of an ancient oak tree lies the den, a sanctuary of warmth and safety for the wolfpack. Here, amidst a jumble of leaves and earth, a new generation of pups has been born. They are a wriggling mass of soft fur and bright, curious eyes, eager to explore the world beyond the den's entrance. One by one, the adult wolves emerge, their amber eyes scanning the surroundings for any sign of danger. The alpha male, his coat a magnificent silver grey, steps out first, his head held high as he inhales the scents of the forest. He is a formidable creature, his powerful muscles rippling beneath his thick fur. His gaze is steady and unwavering, reflecting the weight of responsibility he carries for his pack. Close behind him follows the alpha female, her sleek black coat gleaming in the sunlight. She moves with a quiet grace, her every step radiating strength and determination. The pups, still unsteady on their paws, tumble out of the den, their playful barks and nips a stark contrast to the quiet watchfulness of the adults. They are full of boundless energy and curiosity, eager to discover the secrets of their world. Their parents watch them with a mixture of pride and amusement, patiently guiding them with gentle nudges and soft growls. As the last of the morning mist evaporates, the wolf pack sets off into the forest, their movements synchronized and purposeful. They are a family on the move, their survival dependent on their unity, their strength forged in the heart of the wild. The early morning air is alive with the sounds of wolf pups, high-pitched yelps, playful barks, and the soft padding of paws on the forest floor. They tumble over one another, a tangle of soft fur and boundless energy, their tails wagging furiously as they explore the world around them. The den, once a haven of darkness and warmth, is now a bustling nursery, filled with the sights and smells of new life. The alpha female, her maternal instincts in full swing, lies patiently amongst the pups, allowing them to nuzzle and suckle. Her milk, rich and nourishing, is a vital source of sustenance for the growing pups, providing them with the strength they need to thrive in the wild. She watches over them with an unwavering gaze, her love and protectiveness evident in every glance. As the pups grow stronger and more adventurous, they begin to explore further afield, venturing out of the den's entrance to investigate the wonders of the forest. The world is a sensory playground for them, the smell of damp earth, the feel of soft moss beneath their paws, the rustling of leaves in the gentle breeze. Every sight, every sound, every scent is a new discovery, a lesson in the ways of the wild. Yet amidst the playful innocence of puppyhood, there is a constant awareness of the dangers that lurk in the shadows. The pups, guided by their instincts and the watchful eyes of their elders, are learning the delicate balance between curiosity and caution, a lesson that will serve them well in the harsh realities of life in the wild. Life within the wolf pack is a delicate dance between individual needs and the collective good. Every member, from the alpha pair to the youngest pup, plays a vital role in the survival of the pack. And when it comes to the safety and well-being of the pups, The entire pack rallies together, their protective instincts heightened. The alpha male, a formidable presence with his piercing amber eyes and powerful build, takes his role as protector seriously. He patrols the perimeter of the den tirelessly, his keen senses alert for any sign of danger. A low growl rumbles in his chest as he catches the scent of a fox in the distance, a clear warning to any creature that dares to venture too close to his family. The other pack members share the responsibility of guarding the pups, taking turns to watch over them while the others hunt or rest. They're constantly vigilant, their ears pricked for the slightest sound, their noses twitching at the faintest scent of a threat. Even during moments of playful interaction with the pups, their protective instincts never waver. One of the older females, her coat a mix of grey and brown, gently disciplines a pup that strays too far from the den. Her correction is firm but fair, a nip on the scruff of the neck accompanied by a low growl. The pup, startled but unharmed, quickly scampers back to the safety of the den, having learned a valuable lesson about the importance of staying close to the pack. The pups, surrounded by such unwavering love and protection, are free to explore their world with a sense of security. They are learning the importance of pack unity, the strength that comes from belonging to a family that looks out for one another, a bond that will sustain them through the challenges that lie ahead. As the days lengthen and the pups grow stronger, their education in the ways of the wild intensifies. Play, once a carefree expression of puppyhood, takes on a new dimension, becoming a vital tool for learning the skills they will need to survive. Every tumble, every chase, every mock battle hones their instincts, preparing them for the challenges of adulthood. Under the watchful eyes of their elders, the pups learn the art of stalking, their small bodies moving with surprising stealth as they practice on unsuspecting butterflies and grasshoppers. They chase after falling leaves, their leaps and bounds becoming more coordinated with each passing day. They learn to recognize the scents of the forest, distinguishing between prey and predator, edible plant and poisonous berry. The alpha male, a seasoned hunter, often brings back scraps from his kills, allowing the pups to practice their dismembering skills. They tug and tear at the meat, their sharp puppy teeth already capable of inflicting damage. The alpha female, ever patient, demonstrates the most efficient way to bring down prey, her movements a graceful dance of power and precision. But survival in the wild encompasses more than just hunting prowess. The pups also learn the importance of vigilance, of reading the subtle cues of their environment. They watch as the adults scan the tree line, their ears pricked for any unusual sound. They learn to recognize the alarm calls of other animals, the warning signs of approaching danger. Through a combination of instinct, observation, and hands-on experience, the pups are gradually being molded into capable members of the pack. They are the future of their lineage, carrying within them the wild spirit of their ancestors, ready to face the challenges and triumphs that await them in the heart of the forest. The warmth of the midday sun bathes the forest in a golden glow, casting long shadows from the towering trees. A gentle breeze rustles the leaves, creating a symphony of soft whispers that dance through the air. The wolf pups, their bellies full from a recent meal, are brimming with an irrepressible energy. Their playful antics a testament to the carefree spirit of youth. The meadow, a verdant expanse dotted with wildflowers, has transformed into a bustling playground. The pups chase each other in dizzying circles, their small bodies a blur of brown and grey fur. They tumble and wrestle, their playful nips and mock growls echoing through the trees. Their tails, like fluffy flags waving in the wind, betray their every emotion, from unbridled joy to mock aggression. An older sibling, already showing signs of the formidable predator it will one day become, demonstrates the art of pouncing on an unsuspecting stick. Its body tensed with anticipation, it crouches low to the ground, its eyes fixed on the target. With a sudden burst of speed, it launches itself into the air, its paws landing squarely on the stick, sending a shower of twigs and leaves into the air. The pups watch in awe, their eyes wide with admiration. They try to imitate their elders' movements, their clumsy attempts eliciting a chorus of playful barks and yips. The alpha female, observing the scene with a knowing glint in her eye, joins in the fun, her playful nudge a gentle reminder that even in the midst of play, there are lessons to be learned. The meadow, bathed in sunlight and echoing with the sounds of youthful exuberance, is more than just a playground. It is a classroom, a training ground where the pups are honing the skills that will ensure their survival in the wild. As the sun begins its slow descent towards the horizon, casting long shadows across the forest floor, the wolf pup's play takes on a new intensity. The carefree abandon of the afternoon gives way to a more focused energy, their movements sharper, their senses heightened. The lessons of survival woven into the fabric of their play are becoming more apparent. Near the edge of the creek, where the air is thick with the scent of damp earth and moss, a group of young wolves are engaged in a game of hide-and-seek. But this is no ordinary game of childhood. It is a practice run for the stealthy hunts they will one day undertake. Their movements are silent and fluid as they melt into the shadows, their keen eyes scanning the undergrowth for any sign of movement. One by one they emerge from their hiding places, their bodies tense with anticipation, their tails twitching nervously. They have learned to control their movements, to suppress the urge to bark or yelp that would betray their presence to potential prey. Their instincts, honed through countless hours of play, are starting to take over. The alpha male, observing their progress from a distance, lets out a low rumble of approval. He's been watching them closely, subtly guiding their development with well-timed appearances and the occasional playful challenge. He knows that the skills they're learning now, the instincts they are developing through play, will one day mean the difference between life and death. As the last rays of sunlight fade from the sky, the wolf pups gather around the den entrance, their bodies weary but their spirits still high. They have spent the day immersed in the world around them, their senses absorbing every sight, sound, and smell. They have played, they have explored, and in doing so, they have taken their first steps on the path to becoming wild and capable wolves. The forest, their playground, and their classroom has nurtured their spirits and prepared them for the challenges that lie ahead. The sun, having climbed to its zenith, casts a blazing heat upon the forest, even as a subtle shift occurs in the atmosphere. A hush falls over the usually vibrant landscape, the songs of birds replaced by an unsettling silence. The air, thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth, takes on a charged quality, as if the very forest itself is holding its breath in anticipation. Deep within the heart of their territory, the wolf pack awakens from its midday slumber, their keen senses alert to the change in the air. Gone is the playful energy of the morning, replaced by a focused intensity that speaks of a more primal instinct: hunger. The alpha male, his silver-grey coat shimmering in the dappled sunlight, rises from his resting position, his movements deliberate and purposeful. His amber eyes, piercing and intelligent, scan the surrounding woodland, taking in every detail of the terrain, every rustle of leaves, every subtle shift in the wind. He has caught a scent, faint but unmistakable, carried on the breeze, the musky odor of deer grazing on the lush vegetation in a nearby clearing. A low rumble, barely audible to human ears, emanates from his chest, a signal to the pack that the hunt is about to begin. One by one, the other wolves rise to their feet, their bodies taut with anticipation, their eyes reflecting the shared hunger that binds them together. The alpha female, her sleek black coat blending seamlessly with the shadows, moves to her mate's side, her presence a source of quiet strength and unwavering support. She touches her nose to his, a silent communication passing between them, a shared understanding of the task at hand and the vital role each must play in ensuring the pack's survival. With a grace that belies their predatory nature, the wolf pack moves through the undergrowth, their movements a silent symphony of coordinated stealth and lethal efficiency. The forest floor, a tapestry of fallen leaves and gnarled roots, muffles the sound of their paws, rendering them almost invisible to the unsuspecting prey. The alpha male, leading the way with an innate understanding of the wind's direction, ensures that their scent is carried away from the deer, masking their approach. Each member of the pack moves with a purpose, their positions constantly shifting, adjusting to the terrain and the movements of their prey. The younger wolves, their youthful exuberance tempered by the seriousness of the hunt, follow the lead of their elders, their keen senses absorbing every lesson in this vital ritual of survival. The air, thick with tension, crackles with unspoken communication, A flick of the alpha female's tail, a subtle shift in the alpha male's posture. These subtle cues are all that is needed to convey strategy and intent. They move like shadows, their bodies blending seamlessly with the dappled sunlight and the shifting patterns of the forest floor. As they draw nearer to their target, the scent of deer grows stronger, mingled with the sweet aroma of crushed grass and wildflowers. The alpha male pauses, his body tense, his nostrils flaring as he assesses the situation. The deer, a small herd of females and young, graze peacefully in the clearing, oblivious to the danger lurking in the shadows. The time for stealth is almost over. The moment of truth approaches, where instinct takes over, and the delicate balance of predator and prey will tip in favor of the hungrier, the more cunning. A silent signal passes between the alpha pair, a shared understanding of the moment to strike. The tension, which has been building to an almost unbearable pitch, breaks with electrifying suddenness. The alpha male, a blur of grey and silver, bursts from the cover of the undergrowth, his powerful legs propelling him forward with astonishing speed. The rest of the pack follows in his wake, their bodies transformed into instruments of lethal grace. The deer, startled by the sudden appearance of their predators, scatter in panic, their hooves pounding the earth in a desperate attempt to escape. But the wolves are masters of strategy and pursuit, their movements honed by generations of instinct. They fan out, flanking the fleeing herd, effectively cutting off any escape route. The chase, though brief, is a breathtaking display of power and precision. The wolves, working in perfect unison, herd the panicked deer towards a waiting ambush. A young buck, lagging behind the others, becomes separated from the herd, its frantic escape thwarted by a fallen log. The alpha female, her black coat a stark contrast against the bright green of the clearing, seizes her opportunity. With a burst of speed, she leaps upon the young buck, her powerful jaws clamping down on its neck, ending its life swiftly and mercifully. The rest of the pack gathers around, their panting breaths the only sound in the sudden stillness of the forest. The hunt is over. The pack has triumphed, their hunger satisfied, their survival ensured for another day. But amidst the primal satisfaction of the kill, there is a sense of respect for the fallen prey, a recognition of the delicate balance that governs life and death in the wild. The circle of life, brutal yet essential, continues. As the afternoon sun climbs higher in the sky, casting its golden warmth upon the forest, a new kind of energy ripples through the wolf pack. The successful hunt has satiated their hunger, but a primal urge to play, to revel in the simple joys of life, takes hold. Their path, led by the alpha pair, meanders towards a familiar landmark, a crystal-clear river that cuts through the heart of their territory. The wolves, their thick coats still damp with the exertion of the chase, greet the sight of the water with unrestrained enthusiasm. The younger members of the pack, their youthful energy boundless, race towards the riverbank, their playful barks echoing through the trees. They plunge into the cool, refreshing water with abandon, their bodies disappearing beneath the surface, only to reappear moments later, shaking droplets of water from their fur like shimmering diamonds. The river, a ribbon of silver winding its way through the emerald green of the forest, becomes a playground for both young and old. The pups, still mastering the art of swimming, splash clumsily near the shallows, their paws churning the water into a miniature whirlpool. Their older siblings, more confident in their aquatic abilities, dive and weave through the currents, their sleek bodies gliding effortlessly through the water. The alpha male, his silver-grey coat gleaming in the sunlight, joins his pack in the water, his powerful limbs propelling him through the current with ease. He indulges in a playful wrestling match with one of the younger males, their bodies twisting and turning in the water, their mock growls a testament to the deep bond that unites them. The river, a source of life-giving water for the forest's inhabitants, has become a place of joy and rejuvenation for the wolf pack. Here, amidst the cool embrace of the water, the cares of survival are momentarily forgotten, replaced by the simple pleasures of play, of family, of being wild and free. Even in the midst of playful abandon, the wolves never completely let down their guard. Instinct, honed by generations of survival in the wild, reminds them that danger can lurk even in the most idyllic of settings. The river, for all its beauty and tranquility, is not without its perils. As the pups frolic in the shallows, their parents maintain a watchful presence, their keen senses alert for any sign of trouble. The alpha female, her sleek black coat glistening with moisture, pauses by the riverbank, her reflection shimmering in the water's surface. Her gaze sweeps across the opposite bank, scanning the dense undergrowth for any movement, any scent that might betray the presence of a threat. A lone wolf, its coat a mix of grey and brown, drinks from the river's edge, its tongue lapping at the cool, refreshing water. But even in this moment of vulnerability, its senses remain sharp. With each sip, its head darts up, its amber eyes scanning the surrounding forest, ever vigilant, ever aware of the delicate balance between predator and prey. The sun, beginning its slow descent towards the west, casts long shadows across the water's surface. The air, still warm from the afternoon sun, carries with it the scent of damp earth, of pine needles, of the river itself, a symphony of smells that speaks of both life and danger. As the light begins to fade, the alpha male lets out a low, rumbling howl, a signal that it is time for the pack to move on. They emerge from the river, their coats glistening, their bodies invigorated by the water's embrace. The playful energy of the afternoon gives way to a more focused determination as they turn their backs on the river and head deeper into the forest, their instinct to survive guiding their every step. The river, a momentary haven of tranquility, fades into the background as the wolves resume their journey through the wild. As the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange, purple, and fiery red, a palpable shift occurs in the forest. The playful energy of the day begins to wane, replaced by a growing sense of anticipation and unease. The air, once filled with the sounds of birdsong and rustling leaves, takes on a hushed quality, as if nature itself is holding its breath. The wolf pack, their bellies full from the day's hunt, senses this change, their instincts finely tuned to the subtle shifts in their environment. The alpha male, his silver-grey coat shimmering in the fading light, lifts his head, his nostrils testing the wind. A low growl rumbles in his chest, a primal sound that speaks of both warning and challenge. He has detected an unfamiliar scent, a heavy, musky odor that speaks of power and danger. A grizzly bear, drawn to the area by the lingering scent of the wolves' recent kill. The pack, responding to their leader's unease, gathers closer together, their bodies tense, their ears pricked, their amber eyes scanning the surrounding woodland. The pups, sensing the change in their elder's demeanor, cease their playful antics and huddle close to their mothers, seeking comfort and protection in the face of unknown danger. The forest, once a sanctuary of peace and abundance, now seems fraught with unseen threats, the shadows deepening as darkness descends. The wolves, their senses on high alert, move with a cautious grace, their every step calculated, their every movement synchronized. They are a family, a pack, bound together by instinct and loyalty, prepared to face whatever challenges the night may bring. A twig snaps in the undergrowth, the sound sharp and clear in the stillness of the twilight forest. The wolves, their bodies tense with anticipation, turn their heads in unison, their eyes drawn to the source of the disturbance. A large shape emerges from the trees, its massive form silhouetted against the fading light. The grizzly bear, its dark fur bristling, its claws the size of daggers. The alpha male, refusing to be intimidated, steps forward, his body low to the ground, his teeth bared in a silent snarl. A rumbling growl emanates from deep within his chest, a challenge to the interloper, a declaration that this is his territory, his kill, his pack to protect. The other wolves, forming a protective circle around the pups, add their voices to the chorus of defiance, their howls echoing through the trees, a symphony of warning and aggression. The grizzly, taken aback by the ferocity of the wolves' response, hesitates, its massive head swaying from side to side as it assesses the situation. It is a formidable predator, used to intimidating its rivals, but it is also intelligent enough to recognize the danger of engaging a united pack of wolves, especially with cubs to protect. After a tense standoff, a silent battle of wills waged in the fading light, the grizzly backs down. It takes a final, lingering sniff of the air, its nostrils filled with the scent of wolf. and the promise of a fight it is unwilling to risk before turning and lumbering back into the undergrowth. The wolves, their bodies still tense, watch the bear's departure, their eyes following its every move until it disappears from sight. The victory, though bloodless, is a testament to the power of unity, a reminder that even the most formidable of predators will think twice before challenging a pack that stands together. As the last vestiges of daylight fade from the sky, leaving a canvas of deep indigo sprinkled with the first twinkling stars, a sense of calm descends upon the forest. The air, still carrying a hint of the day's warmth, is alive with the nocturnal symphony of crickets chirping and owls hooting, a soothing lullaby after the tension of the encounter with the grizzly. The wolf pack, their unity tested and reaffirmed, turns their backs on the now tranquil clearing where they confronted their rival and begins the familiar journey back to their den. They move with a quiet grace, their bodies weary from the day's adventures, but their spirits high. The pups, their earlier apprehension forgotten, scamper playfully alongside their elders, their small paws padding silently on the soft earth. The alpha male, his silver-grey coat glowing faintly in the moonlight, leads the way, his gait confident and assured, his every movement radiating strength and leadership. The forest, bathed in the ethereal glow of the rising moon, takes on a magical quality. The trees, their branches reaching towards the heavens like gnarled fingers, cast long dancing shadows that seem to whisper ancient secrets. The air is thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth, a comforting aroma that speaks of home and belonging. As they approach their den, nestled amongst the roots of the ancient oak tree, a collective sigh of contentment ripples through the pack. This is their sanctuary, their haven, the place where they return at the end of each day to rest and rejuvenate, to share their stories and strengthen their bonds. The pups, their energy finally waning, tumble into the den, eager for the warmth and comfort of their shared sleeping quarters. Within the den, a sense of peace prevails. The pups, exhausted from their day of play and exploration, curl up together in a tangle of soft fur, their gentle snores the only sound disturbing the silence. The alpha female, her maternal instincts never waning, settles down beside her offspring, her warmth and scent a source of comfort and security. The alpha male, his role as protector never truly over, takes up his position near the den entrance, his keen senses alert for any sign of danger. Outside, the forest comes alive with the nocturnal symphony of the wild. An owl hoots softly in the distance, its call answered by the rustling of leaves as a small creature scurries through the undergrowth. The stars, twinkling like celestial diamonds against the velvet backdrop of the night sky, cast a faint, shimmering light upon the forest floor. And then, breaking the silence, a sound that speaks of both power and vulnerability, of wildness and belonging, the howl of the wolf pack. A chorus of voices rising in unison, echoing through the trees, a primal serenade to the moon and the stars. It is a sound that speaks of the enduring spirit of the wild, a testament to the strength of family and the importance of unity in the face of adversity. It is a sound that has echoed through the ages, a timeless reminder that even in the darkest of nights there is always hope, always the promise of a new dawn. The howl fades into the night, leaving behind a profound silence, a sense of peace that settles over the forest like a soft blanket. The wolf pack, their day at an end, sleeps soundly in their den, their dreams filled with images of the chase, the thrill of the hunt, the comforting warmth of family, and the enduring spirit of the wild that flows through their veins.